Hello, my name is dchrestman. I'm with the National Underwriter Company and ALM. This video is for those of you who have recently started a free trial of FC&S through our website. The idea here is just to give you a quick overview of the kind of information that we have, where it is, how to navigate the site, and how best to search for the information you're looking for. So I'm going to jump right in here to the top of the page and show you this question of the week. This is something that we publish every week from the questions that are submitted to our editors, which are over here on the right-hand side, this Ask the Experts feature. Any of our subscribers can submit questions to our editors, whether they be coverage questions, claims questions, general property and casualty insurance questions. We get several of those per week, and they pick a question of the week at the conclusion of each week and publish it on the top of the web page here. Now, the personal information is removed, but they do make it available so everyone else can read it. And then all of those questions of the week are archived so that you can search through them and see what other questions have been asked related to the subject that you're looking for. So here's an example. This just says North Carolina subscriber, but in this case, they were asking about cleanup after someone with the coronavirus was in their office. Would that be covered? Our editors answer the question below that. Below the question of the week, you'll see what's new. Here is a list of different articles that have been published recently. Now, as of today, March 16th, we're in the middle of the coronavirus outbreak, so most of these are going to be related to that. We've had a lot of requests for information related to that, and so that's what you'll see here. But the different types of articles, discussions, those are overview articles or discussions about a particular topic. Webcast, this is actually a podcast related to the coronavirus and insurance coverage. Question and answers, you saw those at the top. That was a question of the week. Core article library, this is related to implications in the insurance industry around coronavirus. And again, another core article library is just an overview, pandemic resources available. We have information related to both personal lines and commercial lines. You'll see that some of these articles are going to be listed under each section, both personal lines and commercial lines. But beyond the coronavirus articles, since those are really heavily featured today, you'll see other things like the new micro business owners program that ISO published recently. ISO commercial lines cannabis exclusions, you'll see that down here. Vaping, a national epidemic, that was an interesting article. So there's a lot of information here. Now, let's drill down into the different types of resources that are available. Contract analysis or policy form analysis is something that we're known for. So if you click under resources on contract analysis, you can see all of the different policy forms that we have, our editors have analyzed. So I'm going to drill down into one. I'm going to click on personal lines. And here are all the personal lines articles. And then I'm going to click on dwelling homeowners. So that gives me all of the homeowners articles. I'm going to click on homeowners program, and I'm going to scroll down until I see, okay, homeowners section 1. So this is the ISO homeowners policy form, HO 00050511. And these are the topics covered within this policy form. These are all the provisions. This discusses all of the different coverages and limits. And then as we keep going down, you'll see the actual policy language is in the gray sections. And each time there is policy language, beneath that, you'll see our editor's analysis. So sometimes it's short, in this case, just a couple of paragraphs. Sometimes it will be rather lengthy. So coverage B, other structures, we get a lot of questions about that. So the analysis on this is going to be quite lengthy compared to this first section. So that's contract analysis, and that's very typical of how that would work for all of our contract analysis, whether personal lines or commercial lines. We also have discussions, as we've mentioned before. There are a number of different articles in here discussing various topics. The most recent stuff is mostly around coronavirus, but hey, there's an article about Bambi getting falsely accused. I assume this is related to damage from a deer, or where a deer was blamed for pre-existing damage. Yeah. We also have the Q&As, which we mentioned, and there are a number of, under resources, there are also a number of checklists. So in this case, we have a pandemic checklist, but keep going down and you'll see we have survey questionnaires, we have coverage checklists, we have red flag checklists. So if you have a claim and you think there may be fraud, you can use these checklists to help you identify that and go through that. There's also a glossary available. So if you have a question about a particular term that you've seen, you can go to our glossary, our insurance dictionary here, and we have a listing of all of those different terms. And then there is a section here for webcasts. So any webinars or podcasts that we put out would be under here. This is the recent COVID-19 podcast. And previously, we conducted a webinar last September related to business income coverage, which could possibly be quite useful in the present times. Charts, there is a section on charts where you can find a number of different things. Just to give you an example, I'll show you this marijuana legalization by state. This shows you state by state whether cannabis or marijuana is legal or illegal or perhaps mixed, meaning medical only or prescription only, or maybe just CBD oil is available. And then it gives you the state regulations and laws so that you can look those up if you need to. We also have a section on forms where you can look up any policy form. And this is just the form itself without analysis. If you need to get a copy of a PDF copy of the form, you can find it here. Good way to do that is to go ahead and drill down into the various sections that you're looking for, whether it's personal lines, commercial lines, and then look at homeowners program. Then you can search for the form that way and find it a lot quicker. Litigation Watch is just a summary of articles related to litigation in the insurance industry and what those judgments might have been or how they impact the insurance industry. And then we also do have CE and training available. If you weren't familiar with that and you do need some training or continuing education hours, we can take care of you. Go over to our NU training site, which is available here from the FC&S page. You can find a number of online classes and continuing education classes for property casualty insurance as well as life and health insurance. Now, if you're looking at this as we're working through this coronavirus situation where many of us are working from home, you might need some training that you can't necessarily get in person right now. So this is a great place to do that. And then finally, we do have insurance news. This is from our sister site, propertycasualty360.com. You can get articles from that site here. As of this morning, just published, RIMS has been canceled for this year, unfortunately. So that's the type of things you're going to see. A number of articles are published each day. So that's it. That's a quick overview. I say quick, it was a few minutes, but want to make sure you knew how to navigate and find information. If you have specific questions related to your subscription or how to purchase a subscription, please contact your salesperson or you can reach out to me. My email is dchrestman@alm.com. That's dchrestman@alm.com. Thank you for your time and enjoy FC&S.